Cool. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Show of hands if you can hear me. Cool. Yay. Oh my God, your faces are so beautiful. This is making me so nervous. Also, I know I don't drink that much, but like, I didn't think I understood a word that Craig said this whole time, by the way. So anyway, again, show of hands. Who here feels that they have loved somebody before? Yeah? Yeah, same. I love procrastinating. That's why I have this piece of paper. I changed my story last minute. Who loves their jobs? Anyone? I love my job. Cool. Who loves animals? Yeah, everyone, right? Who eats animals? Yeah, y'all are full of shit. Anyway, I would hate to be loved by you. Please don't eat me. So, think about it. So my mother, for one, she really, really loves children. She gets this magnificent light in her eyes when she sees a baby. She kind of freaks out, and she just has to like grab this baby and hold it and kiss its face and tell it how beautiful it is. She'll do this awful thing with her coffee breath where she'll like deeply inhale the baby's hair because she loves it so much. And she'll do all these things. And I was her first baby girl. I do have a baby sister, but I was the first. And I was pretty much this baby doll that she could not get enough of. But she would have buried my body to keep her oldest baby safe a couple of years ago. Yeah, it sucks. And that cognitive dissonance in my family it ran so strong. And I just remember like the whole ride to the hospital, I just kept hearing people say like, hey, this is normal. This is fine. You know, siblings fight all the time. You'll be okay. You'll be in the same room again soon. Like, this will pass. And I was blacking in and out the whole time. And I just remember thinking, no, that's not love. That's not okay. Just because we're family did not give somebody permission to throw around their baby siblings like that. And my love of life had me retaliate so hard that even then, I did a lot of damage to fight for myself and keep my baby siblings safe. And while I was in the hospital, my mother she stood by my older brother's side while her baby girl was getting stitched up. And yeah, it was really rough. So naturally, I had to find a way out. I limped my way into beauty school, and I found myself a career, and I had to emancipate myself from that. So I did, and I'm a licensed cosmetologist now, so I did the thing. So yeah, I needed to find that independence, and I needed to get away from this warped perception of love that my family had bestowed upon me. And in that time, much like my family did, I was convinced to be stuck in this really destructive relationship. I was already putting myself through school, and I was recovering, and I had this person who was simultaneously just preying on that damage. And it made things really rough. And I understood that that's not love. Like, that's not okay. You shouldn't have to be addicted to that one awful, like, mediocre-ish day out of like every 10 days just because you feel that this person claims they love you. And that obviously was instilled by my family right off the bat. But I did. I made it out. I graduated from school. I found myself into this other relationship where I thought I was being treated like a queen, and it was pretty cool at first. But that's the thing. Like, I realized after about 6 months of getting to know somebody, whether it's family or friends or somebody that you've romantically attached yourself to, you can really see their colors. And if they hurt you, that's their choice. And you shouldn't normalize that hurt. And you sure as hell should not romanticize that hurt either. So one really awful person realized he was awful right off the bat, kind of justified it with, well, sure, that may be a bad day, People have bad days, it's okay, they may retaliate on others. 6 months later, he was still a walking dumpster in human form. And then with this new person, I mean, it was great at first. We actually were engaged for a brief period of time. He treated me really well, and 6 months later, I realized I wasn't being treated so well anymore. It was actually in the middle of going through a funeral of a friend where he decided he would stop coming home to me right after he proposed. And that was not love. That's not okay. I shouldn't have romanticized that. But, you know, fast forward, I have built myself up from past experiences, and I made a career for myself, and I got away from my destructive family. And about a year ago, I started seeing somebody else, and it was cool. I fought it for a while because obviously I'm a traumatized, beautiful person here. But 6 months down the line, I realized, you know, I wasn't like automatically hit by this crazy, like fairy tale romantic love at first, which was fine, that's unrealistic. But 6 months later, I realized I was still floating, and it was okay. And I stopped trying to strive for this unrealistic love and energy from people and realized that I should just fall into mutuality with people. Because love is our most renewable energy, and that should be reciprocated. So, you know, got to that. I'm gonna look over my paper now because I, of course, am winging this, but but basically, I don't know. I feel like even now with the friendships I've formed and the people that I've surrounded myself with, like sure, we butt heads. It happens with everyone, but I've noticed that even with butting heads with these people, 24 hours later, I don't even remember why I was upset or why I was angry, because there's no manipulation there. I just realized, like, hey, lover, like, why are we fighting? This is not what we want to do. We don't want to be mad at each other. We don't want to waste this energy. We just want to eat Taco Bell and watch zombie movies and make out with each other. And that's fine. You know, I feel like that's how it should be. You should just be mutual with everybody you meet. And I just, after going through everything I've been through and being really drained of the love I was giving to people, I realized that that's not how that energy should be used. And if you're draining yourself and putting yourself into something that doesn't reciprocate that energy back to you, that's not fair. You should surround yourself with something better, a job you love, with people you love, and good friendships, until you can safely abandon what is hurting you. And I mean, my mother, she loves children. Like, she's the most self-proclaimed lover of children. Like, I'm telling you, like, I'm not even kidding, she freaks out so hard when she sees a child. But I mean, she claimed to love me. She claimed to love me my whole life. And I mean, she got him, the person who tried to hurt me the most and take this moment and every moment away from me. She got him a psychiatrist before she even got me physical therapy, and that's, you know, it's something I still struggle with. But I mean, he was really sweet on her. He was a manipulative person, and I'm bitter, I'm bruised, so she didn't get that back from me. And basically, I lost my family because I wouldn't manipulate them. But I think I'm okay with that, because that's one less manipulative person who's out there and draining that love and that renewable energy out of people. So basically, I don't know. I love music, so I'm going to quote something from a musician here, Gwen Stefani, my queen. We can all appreciate her. She's amazing. I saw her when I was like 16 years old, and she was like, she still had abs after having like 2 kids. I love her. I love her so much. But you know, she once said, like, hey, and even when it's bad, I guess it's not that bad. And I feel like that's how your love for the people around you should be. It shouldn't drain you. It shouldn't exhaust you. It shouldn't make you feel like you're stuck in a situation. Love shouldn't be that. It should empower you, and it should make you feel good. And I will never try to convince myself otherwise ever again. Love is good. And I appreciate all the friends I've made since I have built myself back up. I appreciate that our only issues are fighting over where to go out for drinks or what to do for brunch after we hang out and tell each other how pretty we are. And that's just it. Like, I guess my biggest take on love now, because I guess this is the topic for this month, is don't fall in love. Don't fall in this unrealistic fairy tale thing. Fall in mutuality with everyone you're around. Reciprocate that energy that you want. And I'm thankful for my friends for doing that for me. I'm thankful for myself for taking those fears in my past experiences and building myself onto this foundation so high up that nobody can touch me to hurt me. And yeah, I thank you, friends, for being great. And to my sweetheart, if you're a zombie, I'm a zombie.
Our next storyteller is our first true repeat storyteller. He appeared